Good afternoon, dear children. A very warm welcome to all of you. Today, we are going to start with lesson 1 of your English reader. The name of the lesson is The Boy Who Cried Wolf. In this session, we will be covering 11 chapters and 5 poems. Today, we will be taking up the very first chapter, and the name of the chapter is The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Now, children, this story is related to a boy who was in habit of lying. He never thought about the consequences which he would have to face after lying. Now, what happened to him? Let's read the story and find it out. Once upon a time, there lived a shepherd boy in a village. He used to take his sheep to graze in the nearby pasture. He stayed with the sheep the whole day and returned to the village in the evening. One day, the shepherd boy took his sheep to graze in the pasture near a dense forest. After he had left the sheep to graze in the pasture, he felt very lonely and bored. Therefore, he thought of a trick. He ran towards the village and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf!" Feeling very scared and panicked, all the villagers came running to the pasture. Now, children, do you know who is shepherd? Shepherd is a person whose job is to look after sheep. Second is graze. Graze is to eat grass that is growing in a field, as cows, sheep, etc. they do. Next is pasture. It is a field or land covered with grass where cows, etc. can feed. Next is dense. Dense is thick. Next we have panicked. Panicked is to be afraid. Sudden uncontrollable fear. So, children, once upon a time there lived a shepherd boy who took care of the sheep in the village. He was very dedicated to his work. Every day he would lead his sheep to the fields of green grass outside the village near a thick forest and return to the village in the evening. So, one day as he sat on the hillside watching his sheep, he felt bored and lonely and decided to play a trick on the villagers. He ran towards the village and started shouting, "Help! Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers who heard the cry dropped their work and ran in great fear to help the boy drive the wolf away. However, when they reached there, they didn't find any wolf in the pasture. Instead, the shepherd boy started laughing at them. Now, children, when the villagers they reached there, they found no wolf. They asked the shepherd boy, "Where is the wolf?" The shepherd boy laughed loudly. "Ha ha ha! I fooled all of you. I was only playing a trick on you." They all got very angry when they realized that the shepherd boy had fooled them. The villagers scolded the boy and left from there, but the boy was extremely pleased with his prank. After a few days, the shepherd boy again wanted to have some fun. He tried the same trick. He again shouted, "Wolf! Wolf!" Feeling frightened, some villagers came to help him again. But there was no wolf. They were enraged at the boy. Now, children, what is prank? Prank is a trick that is played on somebody as a joke. Next is frightened. Frightened is scared, full of fear. Next is enraged. Enraged is very angry, to make somebody angry. Now, children, the villagers they were very angry when they realized that the boy had fooled them, and they scolded him for being so naughty. But the boy he was so happy with the trick he had played on them. A few days later, the shepherd boy played the trick again. Again he cried, he yelled, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf!" When the villagers heard his cries, then they were, very scared. And they rushed out of the village to help the shepherd boy. And again they found that the boy had tricked them. And they were very angry. They were very furious with him. After a week, a wolf actually came out from the forest and started attacking the sheep. The shepherd boy got very scared and shouted at the top of his voice, "Wolf! Wolf! Please help! Wolf! Wolf!" However, no villager came out to help the boy. They remembered the earlier times and thought that the boy was fooling them again. Now, children, attacking is try to hurt somebody by using force, to jump on someone. Now, look at this underlined sentence. Shouted at the top of his voice means to call out loudly. So one day a wolf actually did come out from the forest and started attacking, killing one sheep and then another and another. And the boy, he got very scared and started yelling, "Wolf, wolf," still louder than before. But this time the villagers who had been fooled twice before thought the boy was again lying, and nobody came out to help him, and the wolf killed many of his sheep. The wolf killed many of his sheep. The shepherd boy was very upset. When he came back home, he asked the villagers, "Why didn't you come out to help me?" They all answered, "Nobody believes a liar even when he speaks the truth." Thus, the shepherd boy regretted his actions and was in great sorrow about his lost sheep. Now, children, regretted is felt sad and sorry about something. Next is sorrow. Sorrow is sadness. Now, children, the boy, he was very upset. He was very disappointed. The wolf killed many of his sheep. So, when the boy returned to the village and told everyone what happened, and he asked them, "Why didn't you come out to help me?" They all answered, "Nobody believes a liar even when he speaks the truth." And the boy, he felt very sad and he was in great sadness about his lost sheep. Now, children, what is the moral of this story? What you have understood from the story? That people refuse to believe a liar even when he is telling the truth. So, children, we should always speak the truth. Now, children, now let's revise the wow words which we have learned till now. First is graze. Graze is to eat grass that is growing in a field. Okay. Next is pasture. Pasture it is a field or land covered with grass where cows, horses, etc. can feed. Next is dense. Dense is thick. Next we have panicked. Panicked is to be afraid. Next we have prank. Prank is trick. Then we have frightened. Frightened is scared, full of fear. Then we have enraged. Enraged is to make somebody very angry. Then we have attacking. Attacking is to jump on someone. Then we have regretted. Regretted is felt very sad and sorry about something. Then we have sorrow. Sorrow means sadness. Now, children, what is your homework? That you all have to read the chapter twice or thrice. Okay, children? And parents are requested to please guide their children in reading. Now, children, those who are having their English reader can do the exercises in the book only, and those who are not having their book can copy the exercises in their fair or rough notebook. And the same for wow words. Children who are having their English new notebook, that is fair notebook, can do the wow words in the new notebook, and those who are not having new notebook can do in old or rough notebook. That's all for today. Thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe.